My name is Larry Tweed. I work with Holland College Library Services in the Charlottetown Center. I'm just going to this is a short video for our Child and Youth Care program students for one of their assignments, just kind of show them how to analyze a topic, an assignment, and break it down into keywords and how to search the databases and get referenceless entries and citations. So we're just looking here at there's two questions of an assignment coming up. This is what you're going to be writing about. Identify, analyze, and reflect on your attachment with primary caregivers when you were a child, as well as the development of your temperament in the same time frame. So with any research project where you're looking at an assignment, the best thing to do is to kind of break it down into the keywords and the concepts here. So if we go down here and break it down, we can see some of the main concepts are attachment, primary caregivers, child, as well as and development of your temperament. So we have temperament and development there. So, and kind of an idea as we do advanced searching, if we're having problems finding articles, kind of think of key synonyms that are related concepts. For example, attachment would be perhaps relationship or bond. Primary caregivers could be parents, grandparents. Child, well, that's fairly straightforward. You can use infant, but generally child is good for the search. Development of your temperament. Well, temperament, I actually it's good to Google it, and you can get some ideas of related words, synonyms, and some of the ideas are character, disposition, and nature. That second question is we won't do that right now. Anyway, so we have those ideas, so you kind of don't get in a panic when you see an assignment like that. Just kind of see the keywords, and once we get those keywords, we'll go into the Holland College Library search box. So the first thing to do is just get to the main Holland College website. Then on the menu, click on Library Services, and this is we'll be using this search box right here. And now you can Google Holland College Library to get to this page as well. So let's have a look at some of our keywords here. So we have attachment, primary caregivers, child. Doesn't really matter what order you put it in. So we're sticking with child, attachment. Oops, gotta spell it right. Primary caregivers, and temperament, right? Let's click development. Temperament. So we're just using the words, the concepts we actually got out of the assignment. We're not using the related terms yet. And and we hit the. So see what we have here. Bunch of search results here. Hopefully it's not too slow. Now you're asked to get two peer-reviewed articles, and that's pretty straightforward with our Holland College databases. You can look at the our search results here, and you can actually scroll down and click on the peer-reviewed. Now, if you wanted to narrow it down, you could to newer articles. You could put a later from date. For example, you could type in 2015, but we won't for now. We just want to get our peer-reviewed articles. We click on that. It'll update. And this is just using the concepts, keywords we got from the assignment. And see what we have here. Psychological factors related to the development of communication competences in the first year of life. Let's look at the assignment again. Identify, analyze, and reflect on your attachment with primary caregivers when you were a child, as well as the development of your temperament. So let's look at our. Did I put in attachment in there? I did. So let's have a look here and see what we have. Parents, self-compassion, supportive responses, child difficult emotion. That doesn't look too bad here. Look at this, association between caregiver depression symptoms and child. So you might actually find, without even extending your search here, you might find some interesting articles. Remember, these are peer-reviewed articles, so they answer the. Oh, so actually, wait, I'll just let's see what by there. If you're looking for a peer-reviewed article. So let's have a look at this second one here, psychological factors. We can actually click on the full title record, And any of these, you can actually get generally you can get an abstract. You can read that and what the article is about, whether it's going to be helpful to your particular project. And if you like it, you can actually look at the also the pages, 16 pages. That's a fairly long article, so you can maybe find other ones that are a little shorter, but that's up to you. If you're happy with this, you can actually click on the PDF full text here, and this is the actual article, so you can print it off. What I recommend to do is to send it to yourself, email it to yourself. Always check the citation format here. We use APA 7th edition, and just email your email address wherever you want to send it. It doesn't have to be Holland College. You can send it to Hotmail or Gmail or whatever, and you can put something in the subject in the comments just to let you know what you've actually sent to yourself. So, but we'll cancel that. So we've sent a copy of the articles. You have that there. But if you want to get the actual citation for reference list entry, what this you can do for any of the articles from our databases, you click on the Cite button here, which is kind of good. And if you go down into APA 7th edition, you just have to copy and paste this information here. Generally, you have to fix the title capitalization, but everything else is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open up a Word document here. And I'm going to click on a blank document, and I'm going to put it in for the proper formatting. Generally, it's Times New Roman 12 point. And it's going to be double spaced, right? And we're going to center it, and this we're going to call its references. So this comes at generally at the end of your paper, but it depends on this assignment. If the instructor wants you just at the top, and then you with your description below. But generally, it would go here. Just check with your instructor, and then we'll go left justification, and we'll actually paste. Did I copy it? Yeah. And I'm going to paste and choose a middle one. We have to get actually the journal has to be italicized. So this is there's a few things we have to do when we do this. But it's got to be a hanging indent. It should be in it should be in alphabetical order. But let's start here. The main thing you have to check for is capitalization. With APA, the strange rules are only the first letter of the first word of the title is capitalized, except for proper nouns and any first word following a full colon. So the only thing that should be capitalized here is the title, Psychological Factors Related to the Development of the Communication Competences in the First Year of Life. Just the P. So the easiest thing to do if you're using the desktop version is you can highlight the title. You can go under here, put everything lowercase, and then just put the P as a capital. All right, there we go. And then that's fine here. Now we'll just leave that open for now, and we'll try to find one more reference. So I'm going to go back into our search box here. I'm going to close this, the reference we got from here. Let's go back to the search result list, and let's look at advanced search. So let's actually break these. We can actually break these down into concepts. So if I go here, I can cut that, place that in this box. I can primary caregivers. I can put that in here. Cut that. And I'm going to keep child development as actually one because that's related to it. But temperament, I'm going to actually cut that. I'm going to add another row. I'm going to go add, and then we're going to look for some related concepts. So temperament is good. So if I click or, which is a Boolean, give me this or that, we can actually see we can add temperament or personality or behavior. Now we could add our own. We could go or character if we want. Let's see, or character, etc. Whatever. So this is going to, what is telling me, give me something with child development. You'd ignore spaces, don't worry about that. Attachment, is there anything we can use for or attachment? Or bonding, that's actually not too bad, right? Or connection or relationship, right? Which is pretty good. So we've expanded our search, and so give me everything that has child development, attachment, or bonding, or connection. So any of those words and the related concepts, right? So you're expanding your search. You don't generally have to do that, but if you have a tough topic, sometimes it's good to think of the other concepts and throw them in with the or. And we can show you how to do that in the library. Anyway, so let's do a search for here using those the expanded concepts. It might take a little longer. Again, what we have when we do this, we have to do a couple things. First off, we have to click on, well, it is available in library and collection, so sometimes you have to click on that, but it is, so we just have to click on the peer reviewed. And now we have, we may see different articles, we may not, depending on what's showing up here. Supporting families to protect child health. Let's see what we have down here. Okay. The mediating role of parental reflective functioning, child social. Okay, that looks interesting. Okay. Parenting interventions promote early child development in the first 3 years of life. That looks pretty good. So let's have a look at this one. Let's click on that full title again. I'll just quickly show you what you can do. You can look at the description, at the short abstract, see if that's what you're interested in. Also disappeared here. How many pages do we have? We don't have a number of pages here, but anyway, you can have a look and see. So that might be of interest. It doesn't show you the pages. We can actually tell by the PDF. So let's click on the PDF. And this is the actual article you can print off. And we'll just kind of scroll down here and see what we have for. Looks like a fairly long article. Let's put it up here, down here. Oh, it's not bad. 51 pages. Pretty long. Anyway. So, what can you do with this? Well, again, remember you can send it to yourself. So you click on the email. Remember you're using the box. We're always select the citation format, APA 7th, and put your email address in here. It doesn't matter if it's Holland College or not, wherever you're going to access it from. Put something in the subject in the comments, and you can email it to yourself, right? And then if you do that, I'll just email it to kind of show you what we're doing here. I'll send it. It'll say, a second here, yeah. So I've got that. So I have that. So this is good. Now let's look at if we like this, let's look at the citation again. We want to put this in our paper. So let's get the cite button here. And we'll click. Remember, we're going to go on, and this is sent to when you send it the email. This is in the body of the email message, and you get the article as an attachment. So this is what we do. APA 7th, under the references, we click all this. We copy that. Let's go back into our paper. Let's just see. Hit an enter. And remember, we're going to paste it, but it's the middle one because we have to keep the italics, and SP is the first, and J's got to be alphabetical order. So let me just cut that. Let's just go here at the beginning. Hit enter. Go here. Okay, remember, paste again. We're using the middle one. Right. Let's see if that's right here. As long as we get the journal names in italics, so let's just get rid of it. It's only be double spaced. There we go. Now those are two proper reference list entries. So the next thing I'm going to get you to do is do a hanging indent. So we'll select everything. Now you can do with the desktop version. I couldn't find it in the online version. It's under the paragraph here. If I expand that, actually it is in the online version, just on the right side, under the three dots. You're looking for indenting, and just looking for special indent is a hanging indent. So that's it. So that's the proper reference list entry. Do you see, just to double check on the titles here, the capitalization, that looks pretty good from the one we put in there. Just the P, remember, because A follows a full colon, it's capitalized, and that's a proper reference list entry. So that's how you get your reference list entries for your assignment for this particular. Let me just close that one here. And so we've answered that question and identify, analyze. So you're going to write your views on this based on those articles. So you're going to need to use those reference list entries, and you'll need to cite them if you're using the words, or if you're using if you're going to quote them. So I'll just quickly show you how to do that. So let's pretend I'm just going to have to hit an enter here, control, or insert a page. Let's insert a page, blank page. Okay, put it at the beginning, control home, and we want to home. It's going to be left justified. So this is your paper here. So remember, this is you have your references at the bottom. Let's get a look at this particular article here. abstract parents are the primary caregivers of young children. So let's see if we can. Okay, let's see if we can. All right. Well, let's just quote that. You're using a quote, right? So if we're going to quote this particular paper, we need, I'll show you how to do this. So let's put it in our paper. Remember, it's going to be Times New Roman, so we paste it. But generally, I would use just keep the text only. It's going to keep the proper font and size. And then because it's a quote, we have to put everything within the double quotes. And this is where the citation, in-text citation. If you're quoting something, you have to put an in-text citation pointing to the reference list entry. So the first one is Young, Franchette, Ramos, and we have 5 authors. With APA's 7th edition, you only actually have to use the last name of the first or second, or you only have to include 2 authors. So if it was Young and Franchette, we'd put Young and Franchette, and I'll just show you that. In this case, we have just we have Young as the first author listed. Et al. Comma, and we'll put a what page did that come from? It's in here, page 1, right? That's where we got the quote from. And the year of that particular, let's have a look here. The year of that cite reference list entry is 2021. So we have to put the year. All right, here 2021 and the page P1. If it was more than one page, like PP period 1 to 5, but generally it's only going to be just the one page. So that's a proper in-text citation for a quotation. Parents, that is just the shortened version. That's pointing to the reference list entry here. You can double check with us, but if there's more than 3 or more authors, you just put the first last name of the first author, and then et al. AL is with a period, and then you need the year and the page number. Now a paraphrase is slightly different. What you're doing is you're probably be doing more paraphrasing for this assignment. So you're taking the author's words and you are putting it in your own words, but you still have to create an in-text citation. However, you don't need a page number. You just need an author and a year. So if I went back to, let's look at this other author, or the other article that we got, and I can actually, let's see if we, which one did we use here? Let us do another search here. I'll go back. Let's do the search here like we did the original search. I want to get that original article, which was, have a look here. We're looking for the Pantelli, the one author. So let's see, and the title of that was Psychological Factors. So can we find that from our list? I can do a search just for the title and find, but let's just see. Pantelli, okay, right here. So this is, let's bring that up and let's see if we can paraphrase something out of this Pantelli one. So we're reading this, you want to include the author's ideas into yours. So if we go down here, let's see if we can find something. Reflecting functioning is a, let's see, okay, let's have something here. Can we, let's go to a conclusion here. Okay, let's see, we have here, discussions. Temperament is, you can see although temperament has been studied, it is considered a key role in language acquisition. So you can say maybe temperament is related to language acquisition, right? In your own words. So we can put that here. Let's go here. Put it in the next line. So temperament is related to, was it language? Language learning. Is that right? Let's look at it back here. Let's go back here. Okay, language acquisition. You can say language learning in your own words. So those are your words, but you're getting that idea from the author. So you have to credit the author with an in-text citation. Same idea. You have author and year, but with paraphrasing, you don't need a page number. So in this case, we look down. Who's our author? It is Pantelli. We just need the last name. Comma, space, and the year. What is the year? Right. Right. Go here. The year is Pantelli is 2020. Okay, and a period. So that's a proper in-text citation for a paraphrase. You used the author's ideas, put them in your own words, but you still have to credit. So that's just the in-text citation within round brackets, points to the reference list entry at the bottom. And just finally, with APA 7th edition, you can see it's a lot easier to actually get the citations from our databases and just make the corrections with the capitalization, because you can see it's kind of strange with the authors. They just use last name and then the initials of the first and middle names. Anyway, so that's the first part of that. Let me go back into this here. Let's see what we have. Close that here. So that was the first part. There's another question. The next question was, and that was, identify and analyze your sleeping habits as a child. Note how the environment and the routines may have impacted these. Also, how did these impact your growth and wellness? Approach it the same as the first question. You just get your key concepts, and then throw those key concepts into the search box, and then, if necessary, expand it with the advanced search using the synonyms and the extra boxes. I'll leave that up to you. I did do it, but I think I'm going to leave that up to you. If you have any problems or any questions, just come down anytime, and we'll give you a hand with your citations and your reference list entries. So anyway, that's it for now, and good luck with your assignment. And I'm going to shut